Guys, I have some really inspiring news. This is something that has just landed for me very recently. And as you know, I continue my journey, and I love what I do. I love sharing this with people, and I love to support people to get this and to become the greatest version of themselves. So recently, I I run my own private coaching group, as most of you know. It's called the Inner Circle, and this is a group of people who I continue to work with on a weekly basis, and some have been part of this group for a number of years. Some two people just actually joined very recently in the last few weeks. So we have some brand new people, and some have been there for months or close to a year. And what I love about this group is that we can pick up where we left off, because people's coaching sessions is not done and dusted in half an hour, you know, because they get something, they get an insight, they have a realization, and they take that away, and then next week or the week later or a month later, we kind of pick up back where they are. And I know where they are, the group knows where they are, because it's the same people showing up, the same committed people showing up. And then with this group, we also meet at least once a year to have an experience in person, as a retreat. So anyway, long story short, I'm going along in my journey, and recently the Ask AZ has changed. It's changed its format, as you all know by now. We have changed Ask AZ, where people can just ask me questions. In fact, I'm about to record an answer for a question that was Auden asked the question. He's the latest person who just asked the question in the forum. So I'm about to record an answer for him, and I will continue to do that. I love that everyone is part of this forum, and they can ask questions, and I can respond with a video answer. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I have, though, since the change, how Ask AZ has been reformatted, I have had a few people who have reached out to me and saying, I would like to be involved or be part of a coaching group, one of your private coaching groups, or because I really liked being part of the calls. So I've had that, and at the same time, I've had this feeling in my inner circle that we're in a transition point at the moment. You know, we've had some new people come in, some people have just finished off as well, and we're at a point where it's just, I sat down with myself. Okay, something is missing in my inner circle at the moment. What is it? And then of course it just downloaded for me one day, just walking on Bondi Beach, and it became really clear about what it was. And this is what I'm really inspired to share with you guys. And so this is it. So what I'm doing, just so you guys know, up to this point, people have been paying $1,100 AUD every month to be part of my Inner Circle group. And what came to me, and what I'm now about to announce, is that we are now opening up my Inner Circle group for anyone who wants to be part of it, for a fee of 550 USD. And what I'm really inspired about with this is that it includes as many retreats, to be clear, my WTF retreats, which is what I'm currently really focused on. We have a WTF retreat coming up in Italy in December, early December. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've been getting my Italian lessons with my tutor, so I'm really looking forward to being in Italy with a lot of you guys who are already coming to that. And we have a WTF retreat coming up in Australia in May next year. And because of this new model that has just come to me, I'm now going to do another WTF retreat in America. That one hasn't been set, the date hasn't been set, but it will be sometime next year. And for anyone who's part of my Inner Circle coaching group, you not only will you be meeting with me every single week, and all the calls are recorded. Just in case you're wondering what time is the call, it's very similar to when I used to do the Ask AZ calls. It's 6 a.m. My time, so it's the same time as you're used to with the Ask AZ, except it's on a Tuesday, so that falls on a Monday for most of you. The calls are usually 1 hour, so not only do you get to meet with me and the same group of people. It's not people coming in and going. It's not like Ask AZ. It's the same people. And like I said, what I love about this group is that we pick up, we're doing self-realization, we're transforming lives, but to transform lives, you kind of need to, it doesn't happen in one go. Sometimes you pick up where you left off. I had a lady who joined the retreat that I just ran in America, and she sent me a message just before. This is on a side note. She sent me a message just before the retreat, and she goes, "Look, can I just ask you an honest question? Like, is that okay to ask you something?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." She sent me a message on the forum, and she asked, she goes, "Why is there so many people like sticking around? Why have you got people doing this work for so many years? Like, are they getting results? Like, why do they continue?" And I said to her, to me, self-realization is like your health. You go to the gym, or you have a healthy habit, the way you eat, for example. A gym is a great example that I like to give to people, because when you go to the gym, you go to be healthy. Sometimes you go to get a result, to get more fitter and toner, etc. But my question that I always ask people is that when you get that result, do you then stop going to the gym? It's like, well, no, you don't. Like I personally go to the gym. I go 5-6 days a week. And consistently, I'll go for as long as my body will give me permission to go to the gym. And when I can't go to the gym, I will continue to exercise in some form, whether that's swimming or walking, etc. So it's not, and I explained this to her, it's not that they're not getting results, it's that they're getting such great results that they continue to be part of the work. And it's interesting, and she was like, "Well, I wasn't trying to be rude, I just was curious." I was like, "No, I don't think you were being rude," and that's my answer. What was really awesome is that when she came and attended the retreat in America just a month or two ago, at the end of it, she was like, now I know why people want to stick around and continue doing the work." So just in case you did have that thought of, well, why is there people in your Inner Circle coaching group that have been around for years? Some of you guys who are watching this video are part of the forum. There's a lot of people in the forum who maybe are brand new, but some of you have been following my work for over 10 years. Some of you have done a WTF event with me 10, 15 years ago in America. So, it's made an impact in so many people's lives, and that's why people continue to do it. So I just wanted to, just dropped in, so I wanted to share that in case you were thinking, well, why is there someone in your Inner Circle group for a number of years? I've got people and I have another coaching group called FTW, which stands for Free the World, by the way. There's people in a number of people in that FTW group who have been doing this work and been part of my FTW coaching group for over 10 years. So, I don't know where that lands, but to me that inspires me. That really does inspire me, and Yeah, we build a lot of great friendships and relationships and really deep connections with some of the people that we continue to work with. So if you've been used to the Ask AZ, people come and go all the time. It's very different when you've got the same people committing, showing up, and we pick up where we left off. And we pick up where we left off. And in fact, in my inner circle group, I sometimes share content that you can't get publicly. I will continue to offer free content that I do, that I've been sharing on YouTube. You've got my the Limitless program, and I'm continuing to post truth bumps. But just to let you know, truth bumps came, and in fact, Limitless came because I wanted to make a softer presentation of what I share. Limitless was born from the WTF experience, the wisdom, truth, and freedom experience. That is such a mind-blowing program, and there is a reason it's called the WTF. It's because so many people would actually say, what the fuck? They would have a mind-blowing experience. Instead of having an aha moment, they were having a what the fuck moment. The reason I recorded the Limitless program, which was filmed last year in Portugal, was because I wanted to make a softer, yet more digestible content of the WTF, another version of it. So the Limitless program is another version of the WTF, a much softer approach. Now, guess what? I've never shared this with you guys, but the Truth Bumps is also the same thing. Truth Bumps came from, there's content that I have shared with people in live coaching groups from my inner circle or FTW that I felt was way too deep or way too not so digestible for someone who is newer to the work. So I went and re-recorded in my one-on-one on a camera, like I am right now, with these truth bumps. And I made it more digestible. I was very careful with how I shared it, what I shared. And, as Buddha always said, you need to teach people the illusion until they're ready for the truth. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm still revealing the truth in all these. That's why they're called the truth bumps. However, I've got content from, some of you would know some of this content, you may have done it, the OMG, which stands for Oneness Mentoring Group, the OMG Intensive. I have content from my FTW or inner circle groups, because there was a point where I did inner circle and my FTW groups together, and we filmed some really phenomenal content. The last time we did that, just to give you an idea, we did a recording we did for 12 weeks or so, a program that I put together called Manifest. And I put my inner circle groups and my FTW group together, and I delivered this program. Way too deep to share in the general market. So I re-recorded a Manifest program, a softer approach. So now we call it Manifest 1, Manifest 2. I'm saying this to you because as the other thing that's a huge bonus for people who are part of the inner circle group is that I start revealing content which is locked up in what I call my vault. It's called the AZ vault. So this is the content that we don't release out to the general public. We don't release it in this forum either. I only release it to people that I know that I can work with, so I know it's landing where it's meant to be landing and it's not being misinterpreted. It's really important for me that the work lands where it's meant to land. So as part of the inner circle, from time to, in fact, we're doing this right now, I've currently just released one of my modules called Reflections, and it's a 5-part series, and the guys are actually going through that right now. I get them to go through that content, and it's way deeper than Truth Bumps. But I'm okay with that because I can then catch up with them every single week, and they can ask me the questions, and I can take them through my guided processes, and they're in safe hands because they are working with me consistently. And that's one of the key things that's really important. For you to be able to live this work, you want to be working with it just like anything you want results with. You want to do it consistently. You don't want to do it inconsistent. I'm currently getting Italian lessons. It's very important for me to book consistently, no matter what I book, at least at least 2, sometimes 3 lessons a week, and I'm consistently using the app as well, because I know that's what gets the results. It's doing it consistently. So that's one of the things that's one of the game changes. I just realized this video is going for a long time, so apologies for that, but it's really important for me to share the difference between working with me in-house in my Inner Circle coaching group versus just on the community forum and doing the content on your own via YouTube and the community forum. So I will do that. I will continue to offer free services, free videos, I should say, and I will continue to answer your questions that you ask me on the forum with videos like this. However, if you're ready to take that next step, that next level, and some of you have already asked me, I've currently opened up 10 more people that can join us for the Inner Circle. It's a slot for 10 people kicking off on September 1. Now, 2 of those places have already been taken. 2 people, I should say, from the US have just joined us. So there's actually 8 slots left. And as I mentioned to you before, this is a new opportunity where I have revamped it. This is what dropped in for me. I'm following my feeling. And in fact, this actually reduces my income. But that's what came to be, because at the moment everyone's paying $1,100, and I actually went to my Inner Circle group today and say, hey guys, just to let you know, as of next month you'll only be paying $550 USD. So it's a drop in price, and not only did they know from the next month, including those, and you might be one of those 8 people, from next month, not only do they only pay $550 USD per month, they will get the retreats that I'm running. The WTF retreats that I'm currently running in Italy, the one that I'm going to run in Australia, the one I'm going to run in America. Hopefully we'll probably run one in Asia. I know there's people in here in South Africa. There's so many people from South Africa always like, when are you going to run one in South Africa? I need to ensure that we get enough people. So there will be a time that I will run one in South Africa, but at the moment it's Australia/Asia. And at the moment it'll be Australia, America, and also Europe. You can attend all these retreats for free. I'm not going to charge you for the retreat. Just so you know, someone who's not in the Inner Circle pays $2,500 US to actually attend the one retreats. So as part of the Inner Circle group, you can attend as many as you like. I've got people who just did one in Australia with me in March. Okay, there's a number of people there, especially the Americans. They did a retreat with me in March this year. Then they did the retreat with me in America just a month or 2 ago, and they're coming to the retreat in Italy. And I'm stoked, and they're stoked to just hear that they don't have to pay for it. So that's one of the perks of Inner Circle, is that you get the retreat. It used to be just one retreat a year, but now we've just opened it up and like, you know what? You can do as many retreat as you like. If I've got people coming to the American one, to the Italy one, to the Australia one, well, I want to be able to reward and gift that retreat for them for free. So that's it's something that's you can see why I'm really excited about it. It's a big opportunity for me to give back to the guys in the Inner Circle. Yeah, just so you know that $550 USD is not a minimum term commitment. I don't want to keep you in the Inner Circle if it's not for you. In fact, I like that, because if it's not for you, I can also say, hey, it's not for you. So there's no, you got to sign up for 12 months, or you got to sign up for, no, you can, I mean, we do have people who are consistently showing up, and I've never had people come and go. So I always trust that process, as my shirt says. I trust that the right people who are meant to be there will be there, because the people who are not meant to be there and they force their way in there somehow, they don't last anyway. And then you have people coming and going. I don't have that in Inner Circle. I've never had anyone join Inner Circle, I'm trying to make sure I'm not lying about this or stretching the truth. I can't remember anyone joining Inner Circle and leaving before 12 months. I've had to ask someone to leave before 12 months, but I've never had someone actually go and join that Inner Circle group and leave. They do 12 months plus. That says a lot about the group. So guys, this has ended up being a 20-minute message. I was hoping to deliver this to you in 5 or 10 minutes, but what was I thinking? So this is the news, and if it's something that you would love to do, then we'll put a link below somewhere and you can register. We're kicking off in September 1, 8 places only left in the spot, and yeah, I look forward to working with those who are taking that opportunity and joining my Inner Circle group. Everyone else, I look forward to continuing to support you here in the forum as well. And keep your questions coming. I will keep recording videos and answering your questions, or I will respond to your questions via text through the forum. But the amazing thing is we're still sharing the journey together with everyone else. You post your question, I'll answer it for you. Everyone gets to see your question and they get to see the answer as well, which is really supportive. Thanks so much, guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Thanks.